Hey, Ethan. Wait up. I turned. Mia was already halfway across the hallway, her ponytail swinging, her smile too wide. Got a minute? She asked, brushing a strand of hair behind her ear. Sure, I said, trying to sound casual. My throat went dry like it always did around her. She lowered her voice. I need a favor. Here it comes. There's this guy, Zach Adams. You know him, right? Yeah, who doesn't? She grinned. He's in your tutoring group, right? You sit near him in English too? I nodded slowly. Sometimes why? I need intel, she said, half laughing, half serious. I think I like him, but I need to know if he's worth it. You're smart. You're quiet. He won't notice you snooping. Ouch. So what, you want me to spy on him? Not spy. Just observe. Tell me what he's like when girls aren't around. What he talks about, what he's into. Stuff I can't ask him directly. Why not just talk to him yourself? She tilted her head, playful, because I don't want to look desperate. But you blend in. You're perfect for this. I hit harder than I expected. I forced a smile, right? Sure. You're the best. She squealed, hugging me quick. Before walking off, text me later. I stood there, heart sinking. Dude. Liam leaned against a locker, arms crossed, eyebrow raised. You seriously just agreed to that? I sighed. It's not a big deal. She just called you invisible to your face. No, she didn't. She said you blend in. A nicer way of saying your background noise. She's just being smart about it. It's strategic. It's dumb, Liam snapped. And she's using you. Again, she's not. She is, he cut in. And you know it. You've liked her since, what? Sophomore year? And now you're playing messenger pigeon to the guy she actually wants? Not doing it for her, I lied. I'm curious about Zach too. Liam rolled his eyes. Sure, because you care deeply about some jock's personality. I didn't reply. He wasn't wrong, but I didn't want to admit it. You know what she's doing, Ethan? You're just hoping, if you help her long enough, she'll finally see you. I clenched my jaw. You don't get it. I get it more than you think, he said quietly. You just want to matter. I swallowed hard. He added, you think playing useful will make you unforgettable. But you're not a tool, man. Have to go, I muttered. Just don't let her break you again, Liam said. I didn't answer. Instead, I walked straight into the library and pulled out my phone to Mia. Got it. I'll start tomorrow, she replied 2 seconds later. Mia, you're the best. Seriously, I owe you. No, you don't, I thought. You never will, but I still smiled. And I still hit reply. Me, anything for you. And just like that, I became invisible on purpose. Asterisk Zach, right? I asked, sliding into the empty seat beside him. He looked up from his notebook. Yeah, you're Ethan. No, Ms. Grayson said. We're supposed to partner up for the lit analysis sessions. He blinked, then nodded slowly. Cool, you're the guy who knows everything. I said, forcing a smile. He leaned back while I suck at metaphors. So if you can explain why some dude's walking into a fog means he's lost emotionally, I'm all ears. I laughed. You're not wrong. It's a reach sometimes. Zach smirked. You get paid for tutoring? Not here? Just extra credit? Good. So I don't owe you anything, he said, and winked like it was a joke. I chuckled, even though I wasn't sure if he meant it. Over the next week, we met twice in the library. So, how's soccer practice? I asked one day, pretending. To highlight a passage, he shrugged. Coach is riding me hard, says I need to focus up. Like I'm not already carrying the team. Pressure. Whatever, I'll get scouted. Potatoes. I nodded, jotting down the note Mia had asked for. Thinks he's better than the school. Zach leaned over. You have a girlfriend? I shook my head. Nah, he grinned. That makes 2 of us. Girls are too much work. I tried to keep my tone neutral. You don't like anyone? He raised an eyebrow. Why? You trying? To set me up or something? I froze for a second, then laughed. Just curious. Not really. I talked to a few. They get clingy. Mia's name didn't even come up. Later that night I texted her. He says he's not into anyone. Right now. Doesn't seem serious about dating? Mia? Keep going. Maybe he just needs the right moment. Maybe Mia. You're amazing, Ethan. I'd be so lost without you. Stared at the message too long. Then typed, me. Glad to help. I wasn't. So, you and Mia Carter, Zach said the next day. I looked up. What about her? You two talk a lot? You into her? I blinked. Why? She asked me about you. Said you were sweet, kind of like a golden retriever. I forced a laugh. She jokes like that. Zach smirked. You're into her, man. Good luck. I dated someone like that once. Fun at first, then drama central. She's not like that, I said too quickly. He gave me a look, if you say so. After tutoring, I walked out, head spinning. Mia had said that, called me a dog. I opened my messages. He's still vague. Talks like he's above relationships. Mia. Oof. Boys. Thanks, though. You're honestly the best. I stared at those words. The best. Not enough to look at twice. Just enough to use. Liam noticed me sulking at lunch. Let me guess. Operation Zach is a bust. He's not. Into her, so can you quit now? She still wants updates. Thinks he might change. Liam raised an eyebrow. And you're okay being her little spy? I said I'd help. You're bleeding for a girl who doesn't even know she's holding the knife. I didn't. Answer? Because he was right. Because I didn't know how to stop. Next day, Zach asked, why do you keep asking me personal stuff? I hesitated. I just like knowing people, right? He said, unconvinced. Well, here's something. I'm not looking for a girlfriend, especially not one who tries too hard. I nodded, biting back the urge to ask if he meant Mia. He leaned closer, and neither should you. Some people only want attention, not you. I nodded again, even though it felt like I was drowning in shallow water. That night, Mia sent a heart emoji with her thanks. I sent back another lie. He smiled when I mentioned you. I felt her staring before I saw her. She was sitting under the tree near the field, legs crossed, sketchbook in her lap, pencil in motion. Zoe Adams. I'd seen her around but never really noticed her. Do I have something on my face? I asked, stopping a few feet away. Whooshy. Didn't look up. Just a face. Is that good or bad? It depends, she said, flipping the page. Are you always this weird? Or is it just me? I'm always this weird. Good. I don't like normal. I sat on the bench beside her. You draw a lot? She finally looked up. You ask a lot of questions. I tutor your brother. Comes with the habit. Her pencil froze. You're the guy, Zach said, was quiet and too nice to be real. Did he really say that? He also said you stare at people too much. Like you're trying to solve them, I smirked. He's not wrong. Were you trying to solve him? I hesitated, just trying to understand him. Why? No reason, I lied. She tilted her head. You're not here for him, are you? I blinked. Excuse me? You've been following Zach around like a shadow, asking weird questions, but your eyes aren't on him? You're searching? I didn't realize. I was being watched. I didn't realize I cared, but here we are, she said, not smiling. I leaned back. You're intense. Noted. I glanced at her sketchbook. What are you drawing? She handed it to me. It was a rough sketch of the library courtyard. People blurred, half-formed, but one figure was clear. Me, sitting alone on the bench. Book open. Head down. You drew me? I draw what I see, she said. You looked like you needed someone too. I stared at it.
You're good.
I'm honest. That's more important. Wish more people were. She shrugged. People like easy truths, not honest ones. I set the sketchbook down. You always this blunt? Only when I don't want to waste time? That's refreshing. Most people don't think so. They avoid me. I'm not most people, I noticed. We sat in silence for a while. The wind tugged at her pages, flipping one. Why are you really hanging around, Zach? She asked again. I paused. A girl asked me too. She raised an eyebrow. Let me guess. Pretty popular? And you've liked her forever? I didn't respond. She sighed. And she doesn't see you unless she needs something. I exhaled. Is it that obvious? No. Just familiar. I turned to her. Someone did that to you? Let's just say I've been the background character before. I hate that feeling. Being invisible? Yeah, she nodded. You're not, by the way. What? Invisible. I see you. I went quiet. She glanced over. Is that weird to say? No, it's rare. I don't. Do flattery, Ethan. I do facts. I smiled. Thanks, Zoe. She stood up, grabbing her sketchbook. See you around. Wait, that's it. I don't like endings, just new chapters. She walked off, and for the first time in a while, I didn't feel like someone else's side story. I'm telling you, all I had to do was smile. Mia's voice echoed from around the corner. I froze mid-step. He just agrees to anything. It's like he's a puppy. Loyal, harmless, and kind of sad. Laughter followed too loud, too. Real? You mean Ethan Parker? Another girl asked. Duh, Mia giggled. I say jump, he asks how high. It's kind of adorable, but also, gots, too easy. I backed up slowly, heartbeat pounding. My hands curled into fists. Someone else added, You don't actually like him, right? Like him? Mia laughed harder. He's sweet, but come on, it's just useful. I turned and walked, fast. The stairwell was cold and empty. I sat on the third step and tried to breathe. Puppy, I muttered under my breath. Loyal, harmless. The words looped in my head like a bad song. Stared at the wall. My chest felt tight, like something inside me cracked. All I ever wanted was to matter. Liam found me 10 minutes later. Dude, I've been looking for it happened. Nothing. You're sitting in a stairwell like someone died. It's not nothing. I didn't answer. He sat beside me. She said something, didn't she? I nodded slowly. What did she say? That I'd do anything if she smiled, I said quietly. But I'm a puppy. Liam didn't speak. She laughed, I added, like it was funny. Like I'm a joke. Silence stretched between us. Finally, Liam said, She doesn't. Deserve you, man. Yeah, well, she never wanted me. It's just the version of me that's easy to use. Still doesn't mean you deserve to hear it like that. I rubbed my eyes. Why did I think helping her would change anything? Because you're kind. That's not a flaw. It feels like one. Liam stood up. Come on, where? Anywhere but here. You don't sit in stairwells over people like her. I hesitated, then followed. Later that evening, I got a text from Mia. Mia, can you ask Zach what he's doing this weekend? I stared at the message. No, hi. No, thank you. Just a command. I didn't reply. Zoe spotted me the next morning near the lockers. You look like you got hit by a truck, she said. It's metaphorically. Yeah. Want to talk about it? No. Want me to punch someone for you? That made me smile, even if just a little. You punch people? She shrugged. Emotionally, I leaned against the wall. She used me. I know you do. You had crushed soul written all over your face. I sighed. She made me feel like I mattered. Zoe looked me dead in the eyes. You. She doesn't think so? She's wrong. I nodded slowly. Zoe nudged me. You're not a puppy. More like a wolf who forgot how to growl. That's dramatic. I'm an artist. I'm allowed. We stood there for a moment in silence. Then she added, Maybe it's time. You stop chasing people who only see you when they need something. Maybe it's time I stop chasing at all. Now you're getting it. That night, I typed out a message to Mia, then deleted it. I didn't need to explain myself. Not anymore. I thought I'd find you up here. I didn't turn around. How? You've got brooding on a rooftop energy. I let out a tired laugh. That obvious? Zoe stepped closer, then sat beside me. Only two people who pay attention. We stared out at the sky. Wind tugged at her sleeves. I pulled my hoodie tighter. She waited. Not a word, not a question. I heard her, I finally said. Zoe didn't ask who. She said I was a puppy. She just had to smile and I'd do. Anything, Zoe. Stayed quiet, she laughed. And they laughed with her. Like I was some joke that kept giving. Still nothing. His presence. I thought if I helped her, maybe she'd see me. It's like really see me. And she finally asked. Saw me just not the way I wanted. Zoe's voice was soft. That hurts. Yeah, we sat in silence again. Do you want me to say she's trash? Zoe asked. No. Want me to pretend she didn't break you? No. Then what do you want? I exhaled slowly. Nothing. Just to not feel like this. Zoe nodded. Feelings suck, but pretending sucks more. Is that why you're always brutally honest? She smirked. Someone has to be. I looked at her. Why are you even here? Because I don't lie. What does that mean? It means I don't say I'm here for you unless I actually am. I swallowed hard. You're the first person who didn't say I'm sorry because I'm not. I'm angry for you. I'm tired of people breaking good things like it's a sport. I stared at the sky. She wasn't always like that. Maybe she was. Maybe you just didn't see it. We didn't talk for a while. Then Zoe said, don't let them turn you into them. What if I already am? You're not. If you were, you wouldn't be up here trying to feel instead of hurt someone back. I closed my eyes. I hate that I still want to text her. Wanting doesn't make you weak. Acting on it does. Opened my eyes again. You're scary smart, I know. After that, we started sitting together more, not to study, just to be. You brought snacks, I said one afternoon. Obviously. Healing requires sugar. Scientifically proven, emotionally proven. I laughed. You always this prepared? Only for people who matter? I looked at her sideways. Do I matter? Zoe didn't hesitate. Yeah, you do. Sat under a tree once. I leaned back, letting the sunlight hit my face. She tossed a leaf at me. You've got sad boy vibes today. Still, less than usual. Progress huge? I smiled. You're weird. You're welcome. One day, I asked, why me? Why not just ignore me like everyone else? Because I saw something. In me? In how you looked at the world? Like you were always bracing for it to fall apart? That's comforting. I mean it in a good way. There's a good way to brace for disaster. Yeah. It means you survive, even when no one helps. I didn't respond right away. Zoe leaned back on her elbows. You don't have to pretend with me. I glanced over. I don't. Nope. You're allowed to be pissed. Quiet, loud, tired, all of it. I nodded. That's rare. That's real. That night, I lay in bed, phone on my chest. No texts from Mia. I didn't care. Well, less than before. Instead, I opened my gallery and scrolled past the screenshots. The school notes until I saw the photo. Zoe had snapped at me with a melted ice cream cone. She'd captioned it, still sweeter than half the people here. I smiled. Zoe didn't lie. Asterisk ping Mia. Hey, haven't seen you around lately. I stared at the message. Blinked once, then twice. Zoe peeked over my shoulder. Is that who I think it is? Yep. What do you want to do? I shrugged. Nothing. Let her wonder. The next day, Mia waved at me across the courtyard. I pretended not to notice. Zoe smirked. You've got her attention now. Why now? I muttered. Because you stopped chasing. She caught me after chem class. Ethan, wait up. I didn't stop walking. Come on, don't be like that, she said, matching my pace. I'm not being like anything. She gave a fake little laugh. You're always so dramatic. And you're always so fake, I replied, calm as air. Her smile froze. Wow, rude much. I stopped. What do you want, Mia? She tilted her head. I just miss talking. To you? I raised an eyebrow. That's funny. You never really did. She flinched. That's not true, isn't it? You only talked when you needed something. Notes. Help. A guy to obsess over your crush. Her voice dropped. Never meant to hurt you. I nodded slowly. But you did. She looked around. Can we talk? Just us? I glanced toward the tree where Zoe sat, earbuds in, bobbing her head to music. I'm good. Mia followed my gaze. So you and her. I smiled. Why do you care? I don't. Just surprised. You shouldn't be. Zoe's real. That's rare. Later, Zoe poked me with her pen. You okay? Better than I expected? She cornered you, huh? Yeah. Said she misses talking to me. Zoe rolled her eyes. Classic. People always want what they ignored. I laughed. She looked confused. Of course you were supposed to crumble, but I didn't. You're evolving, my guy. Mia started sitting closer in group projects, asking random questions, laughing at things I didn't even say. You're hilarious. Ethan, she said once, flipping her hair. Zoe snorted beside me. He didn't even talk. Mia blinked. What? I said, you're trying too hard. Mia scoffed. Whatever. One afternoon, I caught her watching me and Zoe from across the library. Her expression was unreadable. Zoe leaned in. She's lurking. I know. She's not used to seeing you happy without her. I didn't think I could be. Zoe tapped her pencil. Turns out, you just needed the right company. Walking home? I asked. Why are you still here? Zoe raised an eyebrow. You want me to leave? No, I just mean you've seen the mess. You're still around. She smiled. Because you're worth sticking around for. I looked away, even with the baggage. You're not luggage, Ethan. You're just human. I chuckled. Might be the nicest insult I've heard. Mia texted again that night. Can we talk sometime? For real? I didn't reply. Instead, I texted Zoe. Thanks for not giving up on me. She replied in 2 seconds. I never do. Things shifted after that. Mia lingered more, but I didn't care because I wasn't waiting for her to notice. Anymore, she was just noise now, and Zoe was the music. Dude, did you hear? Hear what? Zach got caught cheating like on every major exam this semester? I blinked. What? Liam dropped his tray beside me. Swear on my life. Mr. Hatcher found identical answers from 4 different students. Guess whose handwriting they matched? Zach's. Bingo. By 3rd period, the whole school buzzed. Paid someone? No, he hacked the system. Bro, he was texting answers under the desk. Stayed quiet. Let them talk. At lunch, Mia's voice cracked across the cafeteria. I didn't know. I didn't know he was talking to Julia too. Heads turned. Mia stood by the trash cans, hands shaking. I thought we were real. Julia folded her arms. He said the same thing to me. Word for word, a guy nearby muttered, man's got a script. After. Cold and sharp. Ah! Mia's voice broke. Y'all think this is funny? Zoe leaned toward me. This is something. I watched Mia. She wasn't pretending now. Mascara ran. Shoulders trembled. She looked like a balloon someone finally let go of. Liam slid beside us. So, karma has a good aim, huh? I didn't answer. He nudged me. You gotta admit. It's satisfying. I kept staring at Mia. No, I said quietly. It's just over. Mia dropped her tray and ran out. People watched. Whispers followed. Someone said, wasn't she dating Zach? Another replied for like a minute. Then Julia, then Carly. Bro was running a full rotation. Zoe frowned. Why do they always fall when it's 2? Late because truth has timing, I muttered. We passed Zach in the hallway later. He looked pale. Principal Carter's office door was wide open. Inside, stacks of papers, a red pen, and Zach's future unraveling on a desk. Liam smirked. From valedictorian to invalid in a day? I stayed silent. Zach avoided my eyes. You're not even going to say anything? Zoe asked as we walked. What would I say? I don't know. Told you so. Should have treated people better. I shrugged. I wouldn't. Here, later that afternoon, I found Mia outside, sitting on a bench alone. I didn't go to her. I just watched. She hugged her knees, phone beside her like a dead thing. She wasn't crying now, just staring. Not at people, not at the sky, just at nothing. Liam asked, "Do you feel bad?" "I feel done," I said. He nodded. Fair. The group chat lit up all evening. Zach got suspended. Mia deleted her. Socials. Julia posted screenshots. I scrolled once, then turned my phone off. Don't you want to say something? Zoe texted.
I know, I replied.
Then after a pause, silence says enough. Ethan, I turned. She stood there by the lockers, hugging her arms. Mia, can we talk? I sighed. What for? She took a shaky breath. I need to say some things. Listening. I messed up, she whispered. I didn't see what I had. I was stupid, caught up in the wrong things. I stared. And now? Now I see you. You mean now that Zach's outed, Julia's humiliated, and your throne's cracked? That's not fair, isn't it? She stepped closer. I miss you. I miss us. There was never an us, Mia. There was. Her voice cracked. You were safe. Real. You cared. I did, I said softly. You didn't. She blinked fast. I didn't know how. You knew how to laugh at my silence. You knew how to smile only when it was convenient. You knew how to use me when you were bored. I was scared. No, Mia, you were selfish. She flinched. I exhaled. You know what hurts the most? What? You never actually saw me? Not really. Just a placeholder. A warm body. A backup. She looked down. I wasn't trying to hurt you. But you did. I'm sorry. I nodded. I believe you. Her eyes lifted. Then maybe we can know. She froze. No. I'm not your second choice. I didn't mean I'm not invisible anymore, Mia. She went quiet. Not to myself, not to her, not to the world. Her voice dropped. Her? You mean Zoe? I didn't answer. She gave a sad smile. She doesn't know you like I do. Exactly. It's the difference. She's actually trying to. A long silence stretched between us. Then softly she said, I don't know how to fix this. You can't. Her lips trembled. So that's it? It's peace. Mia swallowed. You've changed? No, I said, stepping back. I just stopped trying to be enough for someone who never saw me. She looked like she wanted to chase me, but didn't, and that told me everything. I walked away, and for the first time I didn't feel small. Pretty sky, Zoe said. We walked along the edge of the field, the sun dipping low, brushing everything in amber. Yeah, I murmured. Feels like the day's finally letting go. She glanced over. You okay? I think so. She didn't say anything. Just kept walking beside me. Not pushing, not fixing. Just there. I used to think I needed to be someone else to matter, I said quietly. You don't. I thought if I was cooler, louder, I'd be enough. Ethan, she said gently, you are enough. I looked at her, even when I'm a mess. Especially then, that hit something inside me. I stopped walking. She did too. You're not like her, I said. Zoe raised a brow. Mia. Yeah, Mia wanted someone polished. You just want me. She gave me a crooked smile. I like your quiet. No one's ever said that. I don't think you've let anyone get close enough to see it. I was scared. A breath caught in my chest. I never felt seen. Until you. Zoe reached for my hand. Her fingers were warm. Real. You don't need fixing, Ethan, she said. You just needed to be seen. I swallowed hard. Thank you. For what? For not pretending? She smiled. Pretending's exhausting. I'd rather just stay. Squeezed her hand. Do you think it's weird? What? That I'm finally starting to feel okay? No, she said. I think it's brave. I was so used to being someone's shadow. You're not anymore. I feel like I'm me. Zoe tilted her head, studying me. That's the version I like best. I felt the corners of my mouth lift soft, slow, steady. We stood in silence as the sky burned orange behind the trees. For once, I didn't need to fill it. Zoe looked at me, not through me, not past me. It's just me. And in that moment, I knew I wasn't broken. I wasn't invisible. I wasn't someone's second choice. I was seen. Yes. And that was enough.